You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and...
Hello there. Welcome to the.
Sorry. Go ahead. Go.
No, I want to
Ignore
know. No. You started talking. I want to hear what you were saying.
They couldn't put me on the antibiotics they wanted to put me on, so they put me on some kind of sulfa meds. I'm like, what is that?
Farting like a trooper.
I mean,
Anyway,
they're a very
hello
primitive
there.
form of antibiotic.
Welcome to the Flashing Blade podcast. As you can see, standards are high tonight. Right then, what was I going to say? There's normally some sort of music quote by now, so throw a chicken in the air. There we go. Who are the plucky girl assistants this evening? We appear to be on a rotating roster. That's good, isn't it? Rotating roster. Which reminds me, I need, because I no longer have Twitch chat connected to Streamlabs for some stupid fucking reason. So I get very annoyed with all this. Stop bonking the cat. Seriously, it really is quite terrible. That's not what I wanted. Hang on, we're getting there. It's a good start to the show, guys. I want you to know this. It's a very good start.
Yeah, you need to expand the screen.
I'm gonna let the wolf in.
Shit, yes, I do as well. Hi. Shall we just start again? That could be fun. You know, it's something
Take
to
two.
do. Yeah, it's anyway, sorry about that, folks. That's the Brian up there.
Hello.
That way. There he is. That's the Brian.
Yeah, I'm not used to being in the upper tier.
Yes, well,
this is
a bit
nice.
heavy for you. The lack of oxygen and all that.
It's nice up here. I can see farther. You know,
Let
it's
the wolf
very
in
nice.
was not a euphemism for something. Letting the wolf in. You can get
A
up.
little bit.
Doggy.
That's the doggy.
You can hop up here and I'll get you some. No, he's like, what do you got, man? Give me your chow, dude. I just gave him a giant ham bone outside. He chowed that in like 5 minutes, like banging him on the door. Dude, what else you got? That's my bottomless pit.
Oh, bless. Anyway, yes. So, as always, you still American?
Usually,
Oh, are you having time off occasionally?
you know, when I decide to defect to Mars, I want to make sure everything's good.
Okay, fair enough. And also, look, it's a magnificent return to the area currently up for auction, known as Spanky.
It was under heavy reconstruction, right?
Yes.
Doing good now.
It's admittedly it's a bit brutalist, but you know, it's there we go. Something's a bit iffy with my internet connection tonight. You're both a little bit
Blurry.
Look at this.
yeah. I don't know. Could
Yeah.
be me. It could be me. Anyway, yeah, that's it. We don't have Dr. Sinister this evening. He has not been at all well all weekend, bless him. And we send him.
He's got a clone disease. It happens every once in a while.
We send him our love. And also our love to Retta, who can't be in chat tonight.
Loretta and her father-in-law. Hope he gets
and her
better
father.
soon.
Yep.
Brett's dad and Dr. Sinister. Yep. Sorry, my first day back is your first day out.
So, well, we have to. I hope you don't mind, Brian, but he's been away for a bit, so I need to play catch up. Spanky, did you have a nice Christmas and New Year?
Well, I really can't complain, I suppose. There was no bloodletting, so that was always good.
Wow.
And that's like you can't ask for more than that with my folks. So yeah, cool.
That's fair. And have you had a good time this week?
Yep, we had a really good time yesterday. We had a great time playing the game.
We will, which we will talk about.
Echo Gaming, yeah. Woohoo. We had a real good time with that. That was a hoot.
A hoot.
A hoot.
A
right,
hoot.
Which is,
I don't think I've heard that said in a long time.
I don't know. We say it a lot down here. Or at least I do, but I'm kind of redneck.
Quite the
so
thing down out
probably.
And then there's the Brian. Can't be asked about your Christmas. What was the week like?
Actually, it was fairly short and quiet. It was nice.
Oh, that's one of your favourites.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's excellent news. This pleases me. I like it when you guys are happy. I don't like it when you have a hard time. It upsets me. Yes, so things, news.
Too many celebrity deaths lately to really go into.
Jeff Beck.
A lot. They're dropping like
Yeah.
flies.
It's
I'm really
2016.
sad about Beck. I
It's
liked him.
2016.
Beck, Lisa Marie Presley. I can't remember how old was her dad when he died. Like
50
in
something.
his 40s or something.
Yeah.
What's with
Yeah.
that family croaking young? And her son, Elvis's grandson, I think by suicide when he was young. Like,
it's
just,
really,
oh my
it's
god.
terrible. I feel so
I
sorry.
think that entire family line is
for
cut off
Priscilla.
right now.
I feel very sorry for Priscilla.
Man. Yep.
Unless Elvis has other kids out there that nobody knows or acknowledges, I think
that's
that's
true,
Husband,
but,
two
yeah.
husband and 2 children she's lost. That's a
Yep.
terrible
That's
thing
just
for any parent. And it doesn't matter what you might think of the people, you don't wish anything like that on them.
There we go.
And I don't have any particular opinion about them. So, right. So, yes. Hey, do you want the Garden Gate saga?
There's more?
There's more.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Wait. Let me settle in. Get a little comfy.
Yeah. How you feeling? Yeah. Okay.
We're good. We're
Now-
comfy.
Now brace
Yeah, I got-
yourself.
All right, go with Garden Gate.
Brace harder. It's the penultimate with luck episode.
Oh.
This week I've been incredibly tired. Why have I been incredibly tired? Well, part of it's World of Warcraft, but I had workmen come round on Tuesday and Wednesday, and they have fitted a brand new front door and lowered the step on it, and they have fitted a brand new back door and widened it so a wheelchair can get out of it, and they
Nice.
fitted a whole new window section, in fact. But it wouldn't be
Did they
me
give you
if
a-
it didn't go wrong, would it? All their work was fine. I have no
Okay.
complaints or anything else like that. Indeed, I'm over the moon because they've got me a new cat flap, put in a new cat flap. As you
You
know,
don't have the hole in the wall anymore?
Got cat flap now. Hey, cool.
they haven't worked out. I can't remember how to use it. I've had to tie
The
it open.
cats.
Yeah, and the dog.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've had to tie it open with string. So I now have a new hole in the wall held open by string.
I think after once or twice they'll probably get the idea and you
Well,
can just let it go.
At the moment, they're just not seeing it. Normally, what I do is I would
Mm.
go to the outside and encourage them through.
Right.
You know, and I can't do that at the moment because I break my neck if I try and get out there. So
Absolutely. And that lets out into the fenced in garden area, right?
no, it's perfect. Certainly for the little
You had
doggy.
put pictures up one day.
Yeah, it's. I would have had pictures, but I thought I'll wait until the final thing.
Okay.
You know, I made him do a video. What madness!
A
is
reveal
this?
video.
Yes, a reveal video. Yes. Oh dear me. By the way, it's not gender reveal; it's sex reveal. Okay. You won't find
Sex
out the
reveal.
kid's gender for a little while yet.
We got like that. I like how
I prefer
families are
anatomical
blowing themselves up
reveal.
and stuff.
Man, that's not
Yeah,
what you
they-
go
they
around
do
saying.
reveal
Look at their genitals. Look at them.
Yeah, here's
That's-
the genitals.
Look at the
right.
genitals. Look, they have 5 fingers,
2
Five
heads.
fingers.
toes,
Perhaps
Instead
normal
of
for
genitalia,
spanking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
good.
3
yeah.
tentacles.
Well,
Everything's normal.
Look, as long as they're webbed, it's okay to only have 5. If they're not webbed, you better have at least 6. Just
Mhm.
saying. As if you want to expect to get a mate, you want to get married, have kids, and be socially accepted. Web 5, cool. We'll stoop a little low, but 6 or more if not webbed. Just saying.
When my son was that age, I asked exactly how many tentacles are normal.
Mm-hmm.
Had to
Okay.
know.
What was the answer?
3.
Ah, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, 3's a good number.
Fair
Don't wanna
enough.
be greedy.
That's good. So, some things haven't changed then. Can't think of any news this week, to be honest with you. I really
Yeah, it's
can't.
been kind of quiet except for the Dungeons and Dragons thing.
Yes, which, well, all right. I'll take the hint. We'll go on to that now.
Which D&D?
No, it wasn't a hint. It was literally, it's been dead quiet except for this.
I did a raid on Thursday night. Friday morning at 3 a.m. Actually, very disappointed with my own particular contribution, if I'm honest with you. Wasn't happy about that at all. 3 deaths. Was it 3?
That's how many I had because of the Hydra.
Ah, right. Yes. I got given a job to do, and I hadn't done it before, and I fucked it up. And then, but also, we started the new role-playing game last night, Spelljammer.
Oh yes, Savage Spelljammer. Woo, with riffs mixed in. So yeah.
So make up your own rules, essentially.
Dimension rules are kind of wibbly wobbly.
Well, to be fair, a good games master never sticks to the rules.
They make them up as they go along.
Yeah, quite.
You make them up as you go
You've got to
along.
adapt on your
Absolutely.
feet, which is why I'm a crap games master. Strange that. You'd
Everything's
think I'd be very good, but I'm not. I'm useless. Yeah, very good. Brian ran it. That's him just there.
Hi.
And we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Yeah, so did I. Loved it.
I know combat was a little bogged down, but
You still need to give me that fighting skill, because it wasn't coming
it's
up on
all
mine.
set. Everything's all set.
Mhm.
You're
I'll
all
be
set.
the judge of that.
Everything is fine. This is fine.
Remember,
We're
you have
good
to
here.
idiot-proof it for me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Get the fighting ironed out. Once everybody gets more accustomed to their tunes. That'll be
Yeah.
fine. When they're
It was a
more
lot of
accustomed
fun.
to their characters and stuff, it'll be good.
But it was play session 0 last night, which was deliberately done to work out the kinks and all the problems and this, that, and
Yeah.
the other. And
Shakedown
to
run,
come
right?
out of that session, the other side saying you'd really enjoyed yourself, that's pretty impressive. Because session 0s are normally a pain in the ass.
Session zeros are rough.
Yeah,
Um,
that wasn't at all.
yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
I was surprised that we had surprising little friction for a 0 session. That was awesome.
It was really, really
I
good.
might have to beef up the Dragon Dactyl a little bit, but
I think both of them need to be both beefed up. Well, those nice illusions are great, aren't they? They're not doing anything.
the wolf didn't do anything. The Dragon Dactyl did a little bit,
A little bit, yeah.
but
See, I
You
was
might need to
hoping
be
to
beefed.
speak to the Dragon Dactyl in my own language.
you could try.
Let me guess, it can't speak.
It's not a real Dragon Dactyl. It's a glowing blue Dragon Dactyl that's,
Yeah, thingy.
you know, obviously a hologram illusion that's beating the shit out of people.
Except it's not, is it? Really?
No.
No.
Well,
it's
no, it's a
standing there
tattoo
and
that comes to life.
waving at the bad guys at the moment.
Yeah.
That's typical Spanky. He decides to make them friendly instead of
There you have it.
attack things. It's a terrible thing. I
Alright.
take it Itchy is not getting on the bed like you want.
Well, no, I don't care if he gets on the bed or not. I just gave him the option this time. I don't normally, but no, instead he's sitting right here looking at me like, okay, you fed me, now let me back out, and I don't want to get back up. So. But I said the O word, and so now I must, because now I've teased him. All right, be right back. Sorry.
He's a dog tease.
He is. The Oh, this week coming up,
Mm-hmm.
I have to face a quiz. I have a Doctor Who quiz every week, given to me after midnight, once a week.
His most graceless exit yet.
Yours or the dog?
The dog. He kicked the rug back as he went out, so his back end went sideways, and then his front end went kind of that way, and he slid right down the steps into the pine needles and leaves and stuff that's down side and the back, and he's like rolling around going, what's up, man? Good
So-
job, buddy.
So, what was I saying, Brian?
Quiz.
Quiz, yes. This week, I think I cannot work this out for the life of me, but I've got a quiz on the demons. Doctor. You've managed to transfer it over from last night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant. I'll look at that.
We just got it up.
So, what was I saying?
Demons?
Demons,
Demons.
yes. There we go. And,
I rather enjoyed that episode.
The Quiz of the Demons. I'm not over fond of the Demons.
The Demons.
I think it's a bit of a cliched, iconic story rather than an actual, proper, decent, iconic story. It's good, but it's just not what everyone keeps harping on about. Trouble is, I've got 95 questions. How do you get 95 questions out of the Demons? How?
When was it mostly shot? At night.
No.
What is the
What was
license
the
plate
first
number
cousin's
of the car
best
that the
friend's
doctor
wife
rode
of-
in to get to the mound?
The
Oh, that-
second
everyone knows that.
cameraman's brother.
Yeah, it's going to be
what?
like that. Who's the third spear carrier? The non-speaking
Right.
one.
Who was the handyman or the gaffer's best friend in kindergarten?
Yeah.
Like, okay, whatever, you got it. I
The
remember
new
those.
boy's absolutely obsessed with quizzing. And at some stage, I was talking to Adam at lunchtime today.
We do love the new boy.
Sorry, Noel, who is called Adam, as his new name is apparently. And I was thinking, perhaps I could, come up with a quiz for the new boy. And I suddenly realised I can't come up with anything like he comes up with. I really can't. It's the boy delves deep. Let's put it that way.
We like the boy.
The new boy has has very, very fine information. Little tidbits that you have to pinpoint in.
The thing is, we've all seen it. I say that, he has come up with a couple of things from behind the scenes, which I hadn't heard before, and I'm still not 100% certain. But so, anyway, this week, think of me as I answer 95 questions on the Demons. Hope to get more points than Mark Elstrub, who, let's be face facts, I'm thrashing. And Briggsy apparently gave up because he wasn't doing well.
Nice. This is probably why he won't be on the show.
This possibility.
Stephen and I are negotiating about that.
Nice.
It
really wants to
is
be on the
going to
show.
happen somehow, but baby steps. Baby steps. Yeah. He's most definitely not trying to be rude. He's just getting his... The best thing I can say, I suppose, is he's getting his head in the right place. And that does have a double meaning. Right.
Good to know. Okay.
So, there we go.
If there's a large popping sound coming from the UK, we'll know what it is.
Righty-ho.
Boom.
Yeah. What else? Oh. I don't know. I'm sure there was something else. I can't remember. We don't have a big
There's
finish
always
this week.
something else.
Apart from anything else,
okay,
poor
yeah.
old Spanky hasn't had time to do a bloody thing.
I didn't get to Space Above and Beyond. I've got to do Doctor Who and Callan. That was it.
Oh, at least you managed that. I'm impressed.
Oh, would you like us to hold off until you're all caught up
If you
so
want.
we don't spoil it?
Oh, I know you won't spoil
Tonight-
it.
I really want to
Okay.
see your reaction to the Double West episode.
So tonight, boys and girls, we're just looking at the Doctor Who story, The Mutants, and a Callan episode 3 of Series 3. And that's it. That's all we're doing tonight.
The late night.
Easing ourselves into the new year, I think. That's a good way of putting that.
We're easing into
Yes,
it.
yes.
We'll come back, but
I have to wait and see.
I think that's a wise idea.
Yeah.
Our usual breakneck pace of random madness is probably best to just pump the brakes a little. That's all.
you got to ease it in a little bit and then go for the big push.
There we go. Oh God, it's so hard not to say. That's what she said.
I know.
I said it anyway.
Have we finished?
No, but go ahead.
Probably not.
You know us. By the time
can't
Sunday rolls around, we have the mentality of an overactive 12-year-old.
Yeah, I know. Oh, dear. That's why I chose you, but to be honest with you. Oh, come on, there's got to be some news somewhere.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is going to be an incredibly short show.
Yeah.
I've complained about the raid
We
on
usually
Friday.
put in like what, an hour apiece?
About my own
Oh,
particular,
I've never eaten.
results, if you like, performance. There we go.
Performance.
Yeah,
Performance is
I
a word.
wasn't at all happy with that. I need to change my build. The trouble is, it means getting a load of other enchantments. Enchantments.
We can get you any enchantment you need.
And then it's learning to play the build and everything else like that.
Yep.
It's still going to be 100 though.
A lot of dungeons and a lot of heroics can help with that.
Yeah.
I also want to start working on my alt.
The more the merrier.
I just realised it's actually quite fun. Lots and lots and lots and lots of little fire imps. It's great. Lots of little Andrew Mars walking around. Lovely. Well, I'm really sorry about this, but we might as well do what we came here to do, mightn't we?
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
and now,
avoid
from
politics.
the worlds of BBC Television's Doctor Who and Thames Television's Callan, it's stuff. And that's the wrong one, because you're an idiot. It's going wrong, guys.
Already?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay!
No, it is, look.
There it goes.
I do miss that cello sample. Anyway, yeah. A third Doctor Who, possibly, is pootling around in his unit lab. And then Joe Grant's there. And then what looks suspiciously like an Nestine energy unit turns up, except it's not. And he couldn't open it even if he wanted to. He's not meant to. He couldn't open it even if he wanted to. Sorry, I'm just pointing out Pertwee's fluffed line, which of course you noticed.
Of course.
Caviar to pigs. Anyway, he's on a mission for the Time Lords. And
Again.
Yes, and we go to the 30th century. And we're at the time of Earth Empire, at the end of Earth Empire, where things are starting to fall apart. And it ends up on a Skybase 1, which is these huge space stations, but they can be brought down into orbit, even into the atmosphere, if they want to blast the fuck out of something. They're not nice, basically. They're more powerful than we get on the mutants, I'll tell you that much. Unfortunately, they're going to... the indigenous people of Solace
The sword of
have been
Damocles hanging over
protesting and trying to get... That's exactly it, Spanky. Sword of Damocles, quite right. They've been trying to get independence, and Earth's now going to give it to him, except that the guy in charge of the Skybase, the Marshal, he's not happy about that because he's going to lose his own private little empire, you know? And so he's determined to make it so that humans can live on Solos. At the moment, people can survive on there only with the help of oxygen masks. And the atmosphere is too poisonous. So as a result, he's been getting his scientist, Professor Jaeger, to basically try and do atmospheric changes using the science of the Skybase. It's screwed things up. The natives are now suffering from what appears to be a disease where they turn into these reptilioids, scabby, beetly mutants.
Yeah, they're more insectoid than anything else.
Yeah. Damn fine design, to be fair.
It's really good for Doctor Who.
Yeah.
At that era,
The Pertwee era is normally very good when it comes to monsters, to be fair.
there is no bubble wrap.
No, there's no...
I was impressed.
I'm not going to go anymore in case you haven't seen it. So,
Well, then how are we going to talk about it?
I'll just talk about it.
Right, just saying.
Don't worry, who wants to go first? Brian, you're going first.
I'll take it first.
Go on then.
This is kind of cool. Because although the inhabitants present as humans, they're very patently not human. They're humanoid, but not human at all.
Yep.
Because of the mutation, and we find out the real cause of it.
Yes, quite right.
And what's going to happen with it.
And what's gone wrong with it.
And what's gone very, very wrong. That the doctor is there to fix, only no one told them to fix it.
Yeah, Time Lord instructions are normally very, we're sending you here. Good luck.
Yeah, Time Lord instructions tend to be a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Oh, we can't interfere, but we have this guy out here who
That's
does
what the
nothing but
Celestial Intervention
interfere.
Agency is for.
Yeah. Just come out and say it, for God's sake.
Well, what would you rather? Would you rather a Celestial Intervention Agency just, occasionally prodding things along, or would you prefer the full Rassilon-led Time War Gallifrey?
I don't want...
You see?
I prefer Rassilon Time War Gallifrey was just a bunch of dicks.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, you couldn't tell the difference between them and a Dalek.
This way, at least, certainly for the spin-off stuff, we've got this shadowy organisation that does the Time Lord's dirty business for them.
But the Time Lords are pretty much a bunch of dicks. I mean...
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Have you met the Doctor?
Yeah.
Dear God.
I'm just saying, right? Oh, you see some of that good in this
It
one,
takes
too.
him how many thousands of years to, mellow out and lose the Time Lord arrogance?
Well,
Right,
it only takes him up until he
least
meets Barbara
5,000.
Wright, and then he realises. Actually, he has
And
no
then
choice.
he still has it all through, up until I want to say 9.
12?
At least.
Maybe.
First series 12.
Because even with the... What's her
Grumpy
name?
bastard.
The one right before Joe, right?
Joe. Zoe. Oh, sorry, Liz. Liz Shaw.
Liz!
No. Bugger. No, wrong one. Oh,
This could be
bugger
good.
me.
This could be good. Here we go. Spanky's going to do Googling.
I have
Good
to do
luck,
Googling 'cause
Internet.
The brain is not working
Yeah.
today. Dang it.
Okay, let's go back to... Okay,
Back to-
it's
Well,
set
it does
obviously in a quarry.
Yes.
It's always going to be in a quarry in Surrey. Let's just accept this. What they did with it and how and why they did it, okay, that's acceptable. It's a mining facility.
Are you talking about the cave scenes?
Yeah.
That is actually Chislehurst Caves. I've been down there, and I thought in this they were lit beautifully.
Yeah, they were. It looked fantastic. It looked correct for what they wanted it to be.
Yeah. That did.
It made sense to be there because, yes, it's a mine. They've been enslaved as miners. ER, not OR. Minor.
I see your point. Yes, righty-ho.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know exactly how soon they have to go into the fields to work, to be fair.
Yeah. But we don't see anything other than that at their planet at all.
To be fair, that's not really... The planetary thing isn't really sketched in. It's a fault of Doctor Who that you go to one single place on a planet and that becomes the planet.
Yeah.
Rather than having all sorts... It's
the same thing with Stargate.
It's understandable.
Stargate, you go through the circle and you're on Desert World or you're on Forest World, and they all look like Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I do seem to remember one.
That's the problem with that location shooting where they don't want to spend any money, right? They want to stay right there and get as many shots as they can and do it, and that's.
This has some money spent.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think they had any night shoots on the mutants. No, but still, it did have a fair whack of exterior filming.
Not only that, but they had more than one room.
Careful now, careful.
Yeah, they did.
Well, this is the Pertwee era. Pertwee era, like I say, by now we're getting there. We're cooking on gas.
Yes.
Play fair here.
It was good.
It was good. Shall we see who we've got in chat?
Let's see who we have in chat.
Hello, chat.
Oh, come on.
No one
there. The area known as Spanky.
1 second.
And there's other people, but I don't know if you're bots or if you're real people. You never say anything. And if you're bots, why? There's no point with this channel. Yeah, what do you think of the Marshal?
He's an asshole.
How do you think he was acted?
Very well. I really hated him. That's the sign of a good actor. He's probably the nicest guy in the universe, but he went in, and I hated his ass.
A lot of people don't like the performance. They think it's cheesy, it's OTT.
It's supposed to be. It's a kid's show.
Ooh, there'll be letters.
I know.
Had to handle something.
But it was originally designed as a kid's show.
Exactly. No, I like the Marshal. He's just a thuggish bully.
Yes.
It just is.
Granted, yeah, he's two-dimensional as all hell.
And that was, what's his name?
But he's
Paul
supposed
Whitson
to
Jones,
be.
right?
Yes. You got the page up.
Yes, and he. No, that was from some. No, the thing I was looking for was for Bill and something else. But yeah, Paul Whitson Jones. He's just he's one of those guys that you see a lot in some of the older stuff because I think he died in the 70s. But he did a lot of that character acting. He's in a bunch of war movies, and he's always either the big fat cop or the big fat whatever guy with the stick in his hand hitting people. It's like that.
Funny you say that. There is, in fact, a shot of him when he was in the Macra Terror, playing Ola, trying to hit something with a big stick. So there we go. Spooky.
Definitely typecasting.
It happens. A lot of actors get pigeonholed like that, but he got a lot of work out of it. So it's.
Oh yeah,
living at
very
things.
much so.
If you can make a living out of being typecast, fuck, do it.
Run with it,
depends.
right?
Are you an artist? Yeah. I do not want to do any more of these demanding roles. I can do them.
I wouldn't be.
That's kind of like, oh, look, there's dinner for the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right?
Yep, that would be it. There's dinner
While
for this
you're
week.
being an artiste, how's the fridge? Is it full
exactly.
yet?
Exactly.
Exactly. Is there gas in the tank? Is the rent paid? I'm happy.
What did you make of the
That's
effects,
it.
Brian?
Dated, but they're not bad. They're not bad at all.
Except for when the hull got ruptured.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
That was not a hull rupture, but it was.
Oh my God. The whole wall blown
At the
out.
time, it was a science fiction hull rupture.
Yes,
Absolutely.
exactly. And there's an
It's kind of like a hull rupture we would have had in the Star Wars game.
They really pushed color separation overlay to the limits with this one.
Yes.
I think with that, and also with the sequence with Super Kai turning up and blasting the bad guy away. There's so many layers of CSO on that, and the director was rightly proud of it. For the time, 1971, 72, it was... I'm going back to when they actually made the show rather than it was broadcast. It was incredibly well done. It was pushing the limits of their technology at the time, which is what Doctor Who has
It was a
always
couple
done.
years before George Lucas did his thing for Star Wars with those, like taking dogfighter image and superimposing it to make the TIE fighter and X-Wing fights and stuff to
I
get
didn't
their
realize they'd
tracking
done that.
shots and all that.
I didn't
Oh
realise
yes, that's how
they'd
they
done
got all that.
That's why the
that
X-Wings
combat
do
footage.
the Spitfire peel off.
Yeah, like that, right? They
Ah.
took their firing footage and used that, and that's how you got the pew pew pews and stuff too. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. That's good. Any
Maybe
other
he took
thoughts,
stuff
please,
like
Brian?
this from Doctor Who and just really stepped it forward.
Any other thoughts, please, love?
I wasn't a big fan of the reveal.
Which bit?
The final image of the inhabitants.
Right. Okay, Super Kai, you mean?
Yeah, Super Kai.
Straight out of the Tomorrow People.
I was thinking Dragon Ball more.
Oh, I don't know this Dragon Ball
That's
Z
just me.
of which you talk.
I didn't really dig that, but I understand at the time that's what they had to deal with.
I'm sorry. You didn't dig it, man.
I didn't dig
Was it not
man.
groovy?
It's not my bag, baby. Not my bag.
Oh, dear. Spanky. Spanky's frozen.
Spanky has frozen.
Spanky has definitely frozen. Oh,
He's slowly moving.
we're not sure. Something's happening. Do speaking, Spanky. That was hard to say.
His eyes are moving.
It could just be a reflex action.
There he goes.
Yeah.
He's moving.
Yep, he's moving.
He's okay.
He's not talking.
Am I frozen? Because you guys
You
are real
were.
choppy to me.
You're back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
between us.
Do you want to try and do a review? Good luck.
Let's see. I can drop some things down a little bit.
Nope.
No, that's not going to happen tonight.
Decompression would have sucked everything in the room out. You wouldn't have had a chance to grab anything. No, you would have left your fingers on the collared bar if you were hanging on tight. Like that.
Yep.
Just, but
that's typical science fiction decompression, though, isn't it?
find this guy who wouldn't die. He's like halfway through the radiation thing. I'm dying. Go without me. And he collapses. Then halfway to the track to get to the
I'm just gonna settle in.
to the base, right?
Yes.
So they can go up.
Yes, that's
and figure
right.
out whatever. He's I can't make it, and he keels over again. Like doctor's like second time. He's like okay. he runs on. I thought that was too funny because the guy just keeps turning up. It's like Apple, right? Oh my God, that was too funny. Him a lot.
Okay, we've got a new competition.
Let me
if
see.
anybody knows what Spanky was saying throughout all
without
that,
going into all kinds of detail about the stuff. Oh, and the whole, by the way, here's the mystery package. It just shows their counsel and like, here's a mystery package. Go and do something for us. We're not going to tell you what, but figure it out.
Yeah,
exactly.
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 Okay, freeze again. Did you guys hear anything I said?
Yes.
Ish.
Ish.
We're holding a
Kinda.
competition. Oh no, he's frozen again. This is why you should never have internet down at the beach house. You just need to.
Oh.
Well, have to wait and see. Do speaking,
okay.
Spanky. Speak, Spanks.
You're back now.
Is it doing it? Is it getting better?
That's better.
I'm hoping we'll see what happens. I took off watching the podcast and all that in the other window and stuff and shut everything down that I'm mooching.
Right, might I suggest, sir, you go back and start again with your review because we missed it.
I'm just talking about. Okay, I just was saying how much I like the scientist guy because he wouldn't die. He just kept falling to the ground. Leave me and go. And finally, the doctor, when they're trying to get back to the station, goes, "Yeah, okay," and leaves him out there in the weeds. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And it just the best part of it for me was the whole typical early Doctor Who, where he gets the strange missive from the Time Lords, and it's this isn't for you. You don't know what it is, and we're not going to tell you what to do, but you have this urgent mission. Go. And like. What dicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see where the doctor gets it from. Okay, he came quite honest.
We might do a couple.
That's
more.
all I really had to add to that. Like it was,
We might do a couple more.
This was good.
We haven't done. I'm not sure if we did Colony in Space, Brian. Did we?
We have not done Colony in Space yet.
Okay, and also there's Curse of Peladon. But again, have we done Curse of Peladon?
No, we've done Peladon.
We've done both Peladon stories.
All Peladon stories.
Well, both. Go on. You can use this.
No, because I'm also including the Big Finish Peladon stories.
Oh, we haven't done all of those.
Oh, dear God.
I don't have access to some. I'm terribly sorry.
Oh,
okay. But I did have, but no longer. Brain. What's work brain? Yeah, because the first Peladon story, they're sent to Peladon without any instructions. Colony in Space, they're sent to Exorius without any instructions. Are you getting the drift here?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, exactly. The gits. At least in Genesis of the Daleks, it's a case of, well, here we go. This is Skaro. Yeah, good luck.
Best of luck. Bye.
At least he knew what his mission was.
Yeah.
That's something. And Now's your perfect time. If you wish to trace your very own Spanky, you can hold a bit of tracing paper up against the screen. And Brian's a little bit fuzzy himself tonight, actually.
No, that's my background.
No, you, the body.
The body?
Occasionally you're...
The body electric. Yeah, no, I'm looking at the broadcast. No, I'm a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
That might be the internet connection or Discord or something.
America's gone wrong. That's what it is.
Oh, how can I count the ways?
I am not in a position to criticize anymore.
What we haven't covered, I don't think we've covered a lot of the Sarah Jane stuff.
Hinchcliffe especially, I should
so-
imagine.
So wrong.
Yeah, we haven't covered much of her tenure originally, and then secondarily with Tom Baker.
Spanky's doing his very best Douglas Camfield from Morbius impersonation.
Yep, there he goes.
There we go. I'm sorry
okay.
about that. It makes our faces larger for you, which is a
Yeah.
bad thing.
Sorry.
I think I may know what's going on. I'm going to step out for just a second. I think my mom found the signal booster again.
Oh boy.
Just in here in a second. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh, God, it's not in the fridge,
No worries.
is it? It could be in the fridge.
It's always in the fridge.
It's always in the fridge. Good
Yeah.
story, though, wasn't it?
Same with most girlfriends. They're usually in the fridge.
Friend zone, love. Friend zone.
No, fridge.
Fridge? Right.
You've never heard of fridging the girlfriend?
No, I'm a decent.
It's a
sweet,
TV
innocent
trope.
auntie. Do you basically mean cut her up and put her in the freezer?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a TV trope. It's today considered a despicable way to give the main character angst.
Thank you very much.
Kill the girlfriend, stick her in the fridge. That's what happened with Kyle Rayner when he first became Green Lantern. He had a girlfriend named Alex. Major Force found out who he was, left a note, surprise, in the fridge. Kyle opened it up. It was his girlfriend in all sorts of unusual angles.
Whilst that was nicely described, I'm afraid I am fining you for bringing up DC on the Flashing Blade.
Yeah, well, you know.
You know, it's... there was a trailer for Quantumania. The new
Oh,
Ant-Man
nice.
film.
Yeah, I saw it.
Kang. It's Kang.
Kang.
And he has got the blue face. He has got the blue face.
I know, and it's a
It's a
visor
force
effect.
field. Brilliant.
Yeah, I like
Brilliant. Nicely done.
it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, there's going to be some interesting stuff happening. They're built.
I really like how that was done.
They're starting to build. They're starting to. You've got the idea of the multiverse. You've got an idea of the one at the end of it all. In other words, Immortus. You've got, the idea of the multiverse, and also they've already dropped in the idea of the incursions.
Mm-hmm.
And they've changed.
So here's my question.
Yes, please.
If the one who remains goes back in time, survives and goes back in time, does he become Mephisto?
Why Mephisto? That's a very specific. I mean, it's Mephisto's a demon.
Yeah. Well, yes and no. It's from the Alex Ross Universe X series. It's a good read. It's definitely reread it because they poke at all the little holes.
I don't think I have
tie
it.
things together.
I've got the world's worst Marvel stuff where everything goes wrong completely. For example,
That
Banner
would
is in
be
the Hulk.
pretty much every what if.
Well, no, this one I can't remember what it's called. Beautifully drawn.
See if
painted,
that
I
helps.
think. It's basically a completely different take on it. For example, the Hulk Banner is just a mass of tumours. Loads of people have been killed because of Reed Richards, and it's
That sounds like Planetary.
I can't remember. I've got it here somewhere, but I've got too many Marvel books to be able to. And they keep sending them to me. I mean, I'm grateful. I am, but please send me the new house available with issue 17 to store all these in. It would be very, very nice.
Earth X, Universe X, and Paradise X. Those are the ones
I think these are the ones I'm thinking of. That does seem to sound right.
They're really good. They're Alex Ross. It's watercolor paints and everything.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, I think we're on the same wavelength here. Yeah, Spanky, you're working fine, love.
I'm hoping. I think I may have licked the problem, but I'm gonna cautiously say,
He stuck his tongue in an electricity socket.
twice. Yes.
You tongue
Once
the
for each side.
socket.
Yeah, tongue to socket resuscitation. That's what you have to do.
Seems
And
to
he's
work.
up
Also
there.
known as tossing the electrons.
Yes.
Well, quite. Anybody got anything more to say about the mutants?
No.
Lovely bug costumes. I like those.
Very
John
good
White
bug
Bender, I
costume.
believe. Yeah, quite simply, there's nothing wrong with the mutants. All right, it's six episodes, which some people don't like, but this fits in very nicely. It works very well. Some interesting incidental music by Tristram Carey. Very much of its time. Unlike, for example, his score for the Daleks, which is still way out there. But that because I think it's because of the equipment he was using that it makes it sound more synthy rather than radiophonic. This story was directly after the Sea Devils, where Malcolm Clark had used the Delaware and basically had a complete war with it to try and make it sound. So,
That's a cat.
Mm-hmm.
hello,
The
Chestnut.
Cheshire Cat. Auntie's Cheshire Cat. Mm-hmm.
It's my
I see your demon has come up to the table to be petted.
Oh, yes.
I am permitted. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Because usually in the dark, all we can see is your cat's eyes, so it totally has that Cheshire Cat thing going on.
I still say the cat looks more like one of those shadow things from Attack the Block
Yeah,
than anything else.
I agree with you. I think that's quite good. I think that's a lovely thing. Come on, Chestnut, move. There's a good boy. Have his bottom.
Cat's ass.
Folks. Yeah, there it is.
This is how we do it.
It's my life. It's yeah. Yes. So, like I say, Malcolm Clark argued with the Delaware to come up with the score for the Sea Devils, and then Tristram Carey comes up with this thing for the mutants. It's an interesting time of experimentation, and like I say, they really pushed the BBC's technical abilities right out there with the CSO layering. So, fair dues to Christopher Barry, the director. To be fair. Lighting director, hats off, because it looks really good. I think, especially the cave sequences. Go and watch The Mutants. Series 9.
Yeah, definitely watch it. It's one of the
Season
best
9
ones.
Season 9, Pertwee. It's the one after the Sea Devils. Do you know
good
what you're
for
doing
Pertwee.
next week?
More Doctor Who?
Yes, there's always Doctor Who.
Okay. All right. So we're working here. We're cooking.
Okay, now
What Doctor Who are we doing?
Well, I want to give you two the choice. And if Andrew was here, he'd choose Genesis of the Daleks. So he's not here. Now's our moment. And you've frozen, both of you. So that's my...
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I'm
you were just... Oh, God, I'm so bored. So
I'm just like, enough.
I'm going to give you and Spanky
It's
the
frozen
choice.
to me. Auntie keeps doing the next headroom.
The
Okay.
talking thing. Right, so between you, you come up with the Doctor Who story we're going to watch. Classic Doctor Who, all right?
All right.
Horror of Fang Rock.
Just want me to pick one. Honestly,
I think you're going to win by default, Brian.
I might.
Ark in Space.
Ark in Space is good too. I'm going to go with Ark in Space. We'll do Ark in Space. I love the bubble wrap.
Okay,
Did
then.
I say
Sarah and Harry,
Ark
come
in
on.
Space?
I mean, I have to admit, I would rather do
Yeah.
the Horror of Fang Rock in the autumn.
That was what I was trying to skip through. I
Near
didn't know if it-
Halloween, quite frankly.
Right, right.
Because I'm sure I'm
Oh, okay, old
Get
girl,
all the
let's
bubble
go with the Ark in Space.
cool beans.
Spanky, your internet is doing some amazingly hilarious things.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going
And
on.
the
It's just
lighting makes
killing
it
me
look
here.
like you're regenerating. It's
Probably, yeah. If I do
it's
this,
some good
though,
stuff.
can eliminate part of that.
I'm so Ark in Space next Sunday. Hopefully we'll have
Very
Sinister back. Oh dear. No Big Finish.
Dr. Sinister. We miss you.
Again?
Where's the world?
No releases?
They were,
Oh, wait.
but I haven't had time or the energy. I've been doing so much sleeping this week, and I've had to because my body's just fucked. And so I don't know what's
You
coming
better
out.
post them to somebody.
That means getting on the computer, love.
Share
And
it in
then
big
once I've
finishes.
done that, I've actually got to remember. That's where the big problem starts. The whole memory.
Send me all the
thing.
ones I missed. I know, I'm getting bad things.
Yeah.
It's quite sad. I don't know what we got next coming up. There's an excellent War Doctor set, which, I will send you, Spanky, and at some stage we will look at.
Cool.
But there's been nothing out of... I mean, there's another War Master set as well with Derek Jacobi, which is very good. But,
Oh, really?
he goes into the
Oh,
land of
Spanky,
fiction.
if you want to binge Space Above and Beyond, we're
Don't.
up to Dear Earth.
Dear Earth.
So it's a letter
Yeah.
home show with a
So
voiceover.
everything up to Dear Earth.
I think you're being particularly
Okay, cool.
cruel, Brian.
I'll catch up.
Hey, the Double West episode is going to be coming up, and that's going to be fun.
That's all you need to concentrate on, to be honest with you, Spanky. The Double West episode, because Brian just wants to see your reaction.
I think the world wants to see this reaction.
Don't think we're going to be seeing anything, if I'm honest with you.
We'll see the reaction. It'll be in bits and pieces.
Yeah, and
We'll
you're
see.
going to have to stick it all together. Again, another competition.
Mhm.
Interactive, this show.
I was up on Callan. Pretty much. So that was cool. But
It's sad, really, isn't it? A once frail mind, just, now in this...
It's like the universe is spinning out of control, and time is just fraying.
Yeah, it's
He could be near the event horizon of a black hole. That could explain
I blame
the time
those large
delay.
hadrons.
Mm.
That's what I blame. Large hadrons. They're everywhere.
damn you, sudden link.
Yep, you're definitely having trouble tonight, Spanky. Have you fed the hamster?
Nope.
Oh, he's just
Apparently not.
He's just been
The hamster
disconnected.
has gotten
He
off
didn't
the
do
wheel.
that himself. He was thrown off. Oh dear,
Yeah,
it's not good.
that was the hamster going, nope, I'm out.
Ah dear. I want him to come back because he's seen Callan and you haven't.
Oh, well.
I think it's a great
You,
shame.
you,
and
you
this
might
is-
be all alone for Callan.
This man alone, well, this woman alone. You've never heard Edward Wood singing the theme tune to Callan, have you?
Thankfully, no.
It can be arranged.
No, it
Okay.
can't.
It can.
No,
Seriously,
No.
love. I can arrange it.
no. It's okay. We're good. We're fine here. I don't need sanctuary.
They
I don't need blessing of sanctuary on my
when
character.
Callan was very, very big, they tried to spin Edward Iwawu off as Mr. Entertainment. So they had a special, an hour-long The Edward Woodward show. And, he
Yeah.
isn't bad. He tries. It's just not the right format for him,
No.
quite frankly.
The Iwawo Wood show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, who's this?
oh.
It's gonna work. We'll see.
All right, we can see you, we can hear you.
Discord is still being very twitchy.
We're still on Callan.
Well, I haven't really started it,
Oh, that's cool.
to be fair. So,
I like Callan this time. It was a good one.
the first David Callan is at, well, it's a border crossing from east to west, for those youngsters who don't know what I mean by that.
Germany.
Russia, but well, the Soviet Union decided to trap all its people behind. They called it the wall, but it was mostly barbed wire fences and minefields and men with machine guns. And You couldn't cross between the two unless you had particular paperwork and whatever. But this is obviously a swap that the spying agencies always used to do in the Cold War. You know, we'll take one of your
Still
spies.
doing nowadays.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised. So,
I mean, we swapped two people for one, right?
Yeah.
We gave them a terrorist. Oh no, we did a 1-for-1, right? We got Brittany Griner, and we gave them that arms dealing terrorist guy.
Oh, dude, bastard, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. It turns out it's a first Doctor Who. It's Richard Hurndall, the guy who plays the first Doctor in the 3 Doctors, as the 5 Doctors. Where the hell did that come from? And he's quite good in this, fair dues. It's Richard Hurndall being Richard Hurndall. He got captured by the Russians and blew everything he knew to them.
Instantly.
And came back and said he was trapped. Trapped by Hunter and the Section. People in his position wouldn't really know about Hunter, or indeed the Section as such. So what the hell is going on here? Well, it's the Russians playing a long game, quite frankly, and it almost works. Almost works. But not quite, unfortunately. So what this guy's going to do is he's going to write up a book about his experiences and magazine articles and blow the lid off the whole organisation. Well, as you can expect, Hunter's not happy about that. However, Callan isn't convinced that there's another layer behind it. And, yep, he finds that layer, thankfully. Bit late in the day, unfortunately, but because he's basically been told to take care of the bloke. Yeah, interesting one. Well, Spanky, Callan.
Oh, I really like this episode. And one of the more interesting things between it shows that how agencies like that are essentially one of their primary tactics is bullying. And when you see Callan with Lonely, how he bullies him into working for him again, when Lonely just wants to go straight, he's really tired of getting yanked in by Callan back into the life, which ultimately is going to end him in prison, right? Or dead. Then Callan gets leaned on the same way at the end, right? Because Hunter looks at him and says, well, you still owe us, buddy. So, you know, you're on deck whether you like it or not, pal.
Have you noticed anything about the relationship between Hunter?
Parallel there.
Spanky, have you noticed anything about the relationship between Hunter and Callan this year?
This year? Well, between which Hunters?
Well, we've only had the one.
The latest Hunter, you mean?
Yeah, we've only had the one so far this year.
Oh, you mean for the
Squire.
season? I got you.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You noticed anything about their relationship?
He's still kind of his smart-ass self, but I think he respects this guy a little bit more than the others, but I'm not sure by much.
And what do you think of Hunter? Hunter's how Hunter treats Callan?
He's honestly, for Hunter, Callan's his dog on a leash. He might be a long lead, but he's a hunting dog nonetheless.
Do you notice any signs of a thaw?
Maybe a little. I mean, that's why I think that as they get Hunters, that you'll see some Callan respects and some he doesn't. He treats them all kind of crappy, but there are some he doesn't give as much friction to.
Yeah. They're starting to share drinks. Keep an eye on that.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Keep an eye on the relationship between Hunter and Callan.
He wouldn't have done that with the first two. He'd have been like, nope.
God, no. Dear God,
or he would have slammed his booze when he wasn't looking or something like that. He would have done something dickish.
I mean, it's just as well they removed Ronald Ride's Hunter, Colonel Leslie, the first Hunter, away, because Callan would have killed him.
Eventually, right?
He didn't
end up killing one anyway, so, you know.
That wasn't his fault. The inquiry exonerated him completely.
He was exonerated, but still, he's got a Hunter under his belt.
Yep.
That's just funny.
Now they know he will do it.
And that's the thing. How desperate would your intelligence service have to be at that time that a guy who screws up on that magnitude, whether he's exonerated or not, is still working in the field?
Well, that was the whole point. It took so long for him to recover that we had a whole episode of let's see what he's like. And
Yep.
it took a little bit of manipulation.
Well, they're still playing with it because
with
they got
Lonely
this
in prison.
episode.
And,
Right, you got this episode
and the
where he's
thing I
talking about,
loved
oh,
about that episode was the fact the moment where Lonely turns around and he's provoked Callan so much, Callan slips back into his bullying ways. And even though he's terrified, he smiles and says, "Welcome back, Mr. Callan." He knew what he was doing. Lonely is so underestimated.
No, he's a good character. What's the guy who is helping? Who's the alternate to Hunter? There, he says something to Callan about
Cross.
that though. He's not the only guy dealing when he's talking about Surtees. He says he's not the only guy dealing with trauma now, is he? And he's talking about Callan and that whole stink in his past. They bring that up. That kind of thing replays. They do a good job of referring back to stuff sometimes like that. Just pulling out these little nuggets to let you know there's continuity. You know.
Well, there's
this
some
isn't
interesting
ongoing.
things that are going to happen, which will affect the show. And it's what do you make of Cross, the new boy,
Cross.
played by Patrick Moore, Target himself? You know, the young mouthy shit.
He's like Callan, but younger. That's all.
All right, okay. Because Toby Mears is in America at the moment on loan.
Yeah, he's working with the CIA in America.
They like
They
his
love
partic-
his. What did they say? His brand of
brand.
polished villainy.
That's it, polished villainy. So, episode 4 next week, or whenever we finish this and I go off and watch it.
Yeah.
I'm in seventh heaven doing this. I really am. There will be a big finish next week. There will be, but you just need to see the one with 2 Wests in. We'll review that one again.
That was the one before Dear Earth or whatever, or the one before Dear Earth.
Toy Soldiers.
Toy Soldiers. Okay.
Righty-ho. There we go. A Tale of 2 Wests. And
I'm just doing the math.
yeah, all right. Oh dear. So it's a bit of a short show. What are you doing next week, Brian?
I'm short week. I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, hooray!
So, happy MLK Day.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Luther King.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Not looking.
It's all right. We have heard of him over here. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's probably for the best. Yeah.
And during the week, I'm looking to get in some heroic and mythic dungeons.
And what are you doing in game? What are you doing in game?
What do you mean? Which game?
Oh, good mythic dungeon.
He missed that one. He totally missed that. Don't worry, love. Don't worry.
It's okay.
Yeah, Spanky.
Zoom.
Oh, she's funny.
What are you doing?
Yes, ma'am.
You're a liar. What are you doing this week?
Working on getting the plans for the house that I'm trying to build, and probably that more than anything, I guess. That's the thing that predominates my days.
Understandably. Good luck is what I say.
Mm-hmm.
So that works out.
Are you going to be
Hey.
Are you going to be
More
your
about
own
the
project
financing
manager?
No.
You're getting a project manager in.
Out of their hair, but I know enough about construction, having worked it myself for many years, that I will go through every day or every other day and take a look and see what's been done and make sure that it's quality work.
I'm going to ask, are you making it from wood? Are you making it from brick? Are you making it from straw?
Thick built, so it's going to be wood, unless concrete block or something. But where I live is a flood zone, so I may